It's always the way. Whenever there's good news, bad news soon follows. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the Man United Save. I am Coach Leftfoot. It's a pleasure to have you with me. And we start on a very odd page. We'll get onto the good and bad news in a minute. We start on an odd page. I've asked Michael Carrick as club captain. I think it's clear we've got a pretty positive atmosphere in the dressing room right now. I'm interested in whether or not you have any thoughts how to make it even better. And Michael Carrick has come back and said it's becoming clear that Michael Carrick's issues are somewhat affecting the atmosphere. He's talking about himself in the third person. What a moron. Thanks, I'm extremely grateful for your input. I'll do my best to resolve the matter. I'm glad to have been a help, thanks for listening. I'll get going if that's everything. See you around. Well done, Michael, you absolute penis. Right, now, on to the good news. I will quickly flash up an image right now, which shows we have been offered a new contract, which is really good. We've got a 3-year contract, the board are very happy with what we're doing, and that is that. Now, the bad news, which I'll flash up right now. Anthony Martial is injured for 2 to 3 months with a broken ankle. Absolute nightmare. Did it in a game if we go to the medical centre. He is down here. Broken ankle, 2 to 3 months. Really, really bad. Oh, yeah. Happened against Stoke where we won 2-0. But absolutely gutting because his form has been incredible. 14 goals in 19 league games, 3 assists, 3 man of the match. He's just won the French Player of the Year award as well. So unlucky for him. He was playing magnificently. And that is a shame. It really is a shame. Now, if we go and look at the schedule, we'll look at as I said, we've done quite a few games and we're back for the game against Chelsea. But we've had quite a few games since we were last together. I'm trying to remember when we were last together. And it was for the Man City and Burnley games where we got 2 good wins. We followed that up with a disappointing 2-2 draw away at Swansea. When we actually went 2-0 up, Bonnie got one back, Sanchez got sent off, and then Bonnie got another, and they drew 2-2, which was a bit annoying. Watford, we've beaten 3-1 at home. Troy Deeney scored a penalty, but Martial, Mata and Dolberg all got on the score sheet. That was the game where we welcomed back Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He made the bench, he didn't come on, but he did make the bench. West Ham, we won 4-0. Lukaku, Herrera got 2, and Dolberg got a goal as well. So we are still hitting good form. We beat West Brom in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. Scored all 3 goals. Lindelof got an OG. We then played Rashford and Matic got the goal. We actually went... That was the first game where we tried a back 3. And I'll actually... If we go into the game, I'll show you what we played. If I go with a 3 at the back formation, we played Tuanzebe, Bailly and Smalling. Lindelof as right wing back and Diamond as left wing back. You can see it. There is the positions everybody played. Lukaku and Dolberg played up front together for the first time, and neither of them did very well. Although Lukaku had a clear-cut chance and 2 key passes. Ibrahimovic came on and then bossed it, and he set up Rashford for a goal, which was really good. So I was I was adapting that 3 at the back formation in the game, and it worked really well. We went to Tottenham away from home and kept the wing-back formation. I think. I'm trying to remember now off the top of my head. Did we keep the wing-back formation against Tottenham because we were away? We did, because I wanted to play it again on the counter-attack, and it worked really well. Rashford getting 2 goals, both assisted from Lukaku, who also got on the score sheet as well. Harry Kane and Song Heung-min scoring for Spurs. But all in all, the 3 at the back formation appears to be working quite well. Then we went to Stoke, and that was the game where Martial scored in the 94th minute, but picked up a broken ankle after scoring it, and it was a nightmare for him. Absolutely no. We bossed the game completely, and then we've just played Leicester City just the day before New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. We played Leicester City, and we've just beaten them 2-1. Ibrahimovic got his first start of the season and scored a penalty, which is good for him. Rashford got the 2nd goal, and then Marouane Fellaini cemented his idiocy by getting a red card after already picking up a yellow card, which was incredibly stupid. And we've had 1 day's break, and now we're going to play Chelsea away in the league and then Birmingham in the FA Cup as well. Now, I am considering using our 3 at the back formation, which has got an odd name of copy of 4-1-2-2-1. The players aren't very familiar with it. What we would do against Chelsea is we would actually play on the counter. And what I didn't notice before in tactics is you get this nice intensity bar on the right hand side. So if you play attacking and really high press like Liverpool or Huddersfield or something like that, the teams that press all the time, that intensity bar will be really high, and it just means players can't do it for as long as you would think. But if we drop it down to the counter, the intensity drops, and we can possibly look to keep playing how we like to play. Squad-wise, oh well, let's look at the league actually. With all those results, as you would imagine, we are at the top of the table, which is really good. We've matched Arsenal's record, both on 51 points. We're ahead on goal difference, having scored 5 more goals than them. Man City are in 3rd place, but are some way behind us. Bournemouth are still up there, sitting in 4th. And Huddersfield are up in 10th, which is really good. And in the relegation zones, it's Brighton, Newcastle and West Brom. Crystal Palace and Burnley just above them. It's an interesting table. Chelsea down in 8th, Huddersfield in 10th, Watford in 6th and Bournemouth in 4th. Make it quite peculiar, to be honest. But yeah, other than that, not much to report. Dynamics is going okay. Everyone's pretty happy. I've got a few more people that support me now. Carrick is annoying himself, apparently. But other than that, we seem to be good to go. We've had a few contract renewals done. We're now into the January transfer window. And a rumour doing the rounds is that we're going to sell Paul Pogba to Bayern Munich for 96 million. I can guarantee you now that's not going to happen. But let's crack into the game, and then we might... Actually, we'll probably just do... Well, there you go. Paul Pogba now wants to leave to join Barcelona. So we'll try De Gea talking to him first. He is unable to resolve Paul Pogba's happiness. Brilliant. Discuss issues with Pogba. It'll be a great opportunity to improve my game alongside better players, and I'd like you to do... Oh, God. I have no intention of letting you go, I think, is what I'd say. The atmosphere in the dressing room is really good at the minute. Why would you want to leave that behind? I don't think that matters, to be honest. I'm a professional. I don't need any kind of good atmosphere to just let me leave. Oh, God. So which reminds you, I'll accept bid. No. I'm sorry, I can't put the jobs in your head of the needs thing. You need to stay here. You have to get used to it. You're being very unprofessional. No bid has been made. I'm not going to sit here and waste my time. That's not good enough. Shit. You're going nowhere and you're going to have to get used to it, mate. Okay, let's just... I guarantee you the next bit of news is going to be teammate support Paul Pogba. I can guarantee it. Absolutely guarantee it. Oh, it's not. Fucking hell. I shouldn't be a betting man. We're going to handle the brief ourselves. What we're going to tell the team is that there's going to be big changes. There can't be any complacency. And we're going to use our 5-1-2 because it's the best fit for us today. Obviously, no one's really having an appreciation of what I'm saying because I haven't picked anyone. So that was a really stupid thing to do the team talk without actually picking a team. But let's go through the team we're going to play ready for tomorrow's game. So David De Gea will be in goal. The right wing back, well, the centre backs will be Chris Smalling, I think. No, it won't. It will be Victor Lindelof, Eric Bailly in the middle, and Chris Smalling on the left-hand side, which is a pretty good back three when you think about it. On the right-hand side, we're going to go with Darmian as the wing back. Daley Blind will be the wing back on the left-hand side. In the middle two, it will be Herrera and Pogba. In front of them will be Juan Mata, and up front we're going to go with Lukaku and Rashford into today's game because Rashford as a poacher seems to be absolutely incredible. When I've played this formation before, that's how he's played and he's been really good. On the bench, Romero, Tuanzebe, Matic, who I haven't played. Why haven't I started Matic? He'll be in ahead of Ander Herrera. Dolberg, Ibrahimovic and Lingard will be on the bench, and Michael Carrick. Rojo still recovering from his knee ligament damage. And that's how we're going to line up for this game. He's not a box-to-box midfielder. He is an advanced playmaker. I love the fact that there's so many bugs. Their little dots don't always come in. So you have to hover over them if you ever get that. If it doesn't load the dots, just hover over them and it will show you what they're doing. That's how we're going to line up for this game. The rest of only one day is probably going to hurt us quite a lot. So we can register players. I don't need to register anyone just yet. What we're going to do, I think, because I've done a bit of an intro onto this episode, we're just going to play the Chelsea game today, but we'll come back and maybe do the Bournemouth and the Crystal Palace ones and do quite a few games through January so we can track transfers and stuff. Or maybe just do a transfer episode where I'll just bring you the results of the games and keep you up to date with any transfer news that happens. We'll see how I feel. But for the meantime, I'll see you at kickoff for the Chelsea game. Okay, so here we are. As discussed, we're playing our wing-back formation. They're lining up in a 4-2-3-1, which is very odd, but Conte has been sacked as manager, so that's why they're not playing three at the back. We could probably exploit I'm hoping anyway, Rashford's pace is going to exploit Cahill and Louise at the back. I'm going to say we've got a chance to move into top spot here. Let's make sure we deliver. We'll also tell everybody, as per usual, that we have buckets and buckets and bucket loads of faith in them. They didn't, well, they seemed okay. Opposition instructions can be done by Rua Fiera. And let's go. I'm actually going to let the assistant do that as well as we get into the game. So I've updated the stats on the side. I've got rid of red cards because we can obviously keep track of that quite easily. Put in half chances as well, and then obviously added woodwork for the game where we just hit the woodwork a lot of times and it's still in there. So as we move forward, we can, if it looks like we're getting under the pressure and we're going down at half time, I think we can go back to the original formation of the 4-1-2-2-1 formation and go to that. We've got attacking options on the bench in Dolberg, Ibrahimovic and Lingard, and pretty good defensive midfield options in Herrera, Carrick and Tuanzebe as well. Lingard, I'm not sold on Lingard on this game. I can't find a good place to play him as much as I want to. So Mata, back to Blind, ball across. It's sort of a tackle on no one by Rudiger. Mata picks it up. Back to Blind. Blind with some time. Ball across. Lukaku heads it just over the bar. Of course, in real life, Lukaku has a pretty terrible record against the other big six teams, they call them. I'm hoping that doesn't come over to Football Manager, as Lukaku holds it up quite well into Darmian. Darmian is tackled by Eden Hazard, and then he plays it forward to Morata. So Darmian is on the naughty list already for losing that quite simple ball there when he had a quite easy pass into the centre midfielder to Matic or Pogba, but didn't use either of them. And it comes out to Willian on the right-hand side, who looks to go past Daley Blind. Ball across. It's headed clear. I didn't see what happened then, but Willian picks it up into Morata, turns, pings it past De Gea at his near post. A really poor goal to concede. That is not good. That really is not good from there. They are dominating the game at the moment. As Willian got round here, and he pings the first cross in. It's headed clear by Lindelof. And then Eric Bailly just... Well, Morata's movement's pretty good. He jinks in, then jinks back out, and then goes round Bailly and fires it in at the near post. And that's very, very disappointing because we haven't really created anything of note in the game yet. And 20 minutes in, I was hoping that we'd be able to take a little bit more of an advantage against Chelsea, who haven't been brilliant this season. So with just over 30 minutes gone, not much else to report. As you can see, Arsenal won their game, and it puts them 3 points ahead of us. It's looking pretty close at the top. It's going to be a tough competition between us and Arsenal moving into the season. And, I mean, nothing is happening. The game is just cancelling out. And I think we're going to go to our attacking formation. We're going to sacrifice Rashford. We're going to play Mata and Dolberg on the wings. And one of the centre-backs is going to come off as well. Not been the best of games. I'm actually going to do the tactical switch first so that we don't have to worry about it too much when people come on. So we're going to put Lukaku up top. Bay to be replaced by Matic down there. Lindelof, Smalling, who's... Well, I mean, I'll keep Lindelof on. Let's keep Smalling on because he'll be captain for the day. Bay is going to come off and be replaced by Herrera in the middle. And in fact, we'll leave it as it is for now. I don't want to jump... Don't want to use too many subs in case we get injuries. So let's go back to the team talk, and we'll get in here and passionately tell them everyone knows we can do much better. They didn't like that. They did not like that one bit. So let's make it even worse, and let's see, tell them we have faith in them, and that sort of half balanced it out to a positive nature, and it hasn't really worked very well. But anyway, let's crack on, hopefully, if this goes. There we go. So Chelsea get the second half underway. We've switched up our formation, and let's hope it doesn't. The one thing I'm worried about with going to this attacking formation is that it gives Eden Hazard too much space to dictate the play. And if that happens, we're going to have to then man mark him with one of our holding midfielders or Herrera, like Mourinho loves to do in real life. As after 10 minutes, Rashford hasn't improved at all. So he's going to come off and be replaced by Kasper Dolberg. And we're going to swap... Are we going to swap those two over? No, we'll keep them as they are so they can cut inside onto their favoured feet. Mata coming from the right onto his left and Dolberg coming from the left onto his right at the moment. So making that substitution now, as it says, making tactical changes. But we need to get back into this. Hazard with a corner. Ball in. Morata at the near post heads it over the bar. And it's still all Chelsea at the moment. You see here from the league table. Because the league table wasn't working in the game, I've put it towards the bottom of this middle bit now, and I've put the main score in the middle in case, I don't know, you've skipped forward to this point and you want to know what the score is. But with 20 minutes to go, we're getting back into the game, but we're not breaking them down. I think, I'm going to call on Ibrahimovic as a striking option. I could have gone, I still can go 4-4-2 and put Dolberg up there. In fact, undo that. What I'm going to do is take Lukaku off for Lingard and hope that Lingard actually likes to do this. And then we'll put Dolberg up front, Lingard on the right and Mata on the left. And that's how we're going to play. And hope that Dolberg going up front means he gets a goal. Sorry. So, I'll report back if anything interesting happens. With about 10 minutes to go, the only interesting thing that's happened is Jesse Lingard has picked up a yellow card. And as has Herrera now. It doesn't look like we're going to get back into this. Darmian's got a slight injury. Blind picking up a yellow card. The players are getting frustrated because we can't seem to break Chelsea down. So we're going to have to go for something slightly different. We're going to put Lingard. That's the way I wanted them round. Why did I do it the other way? In fact, let's go back to how they were then, and we'll put them as you're going to be an advanced playmaker and support, but Lingard, you're going to now be a winger on attack. Herrera, we need you to be a box-to-box so that we can release Paul Pogba. In fact, keep him as a centre midfielder on attack. Blind is there. We don't need to retain the possession anymore. Let's mix it up a little bit. Don't run at them. Don't be more expressive. You just need to get the ball forward at a higher tempo and go from there. Confirm those changes. Will that be enough? Have I left it too late with 5 minutes to go to get us back into this game? The time down, it would be a very good win for Chelsea because we are in exceptional form at the moment. And we just need to make sure we can just nick a goal. That's all I want to do. Nick a goal. That goal from Morata was good movement, but it shouldn't be enough to win this game. As it ticks down, there's a minute left to play, and it doesn't look like we're going to get into it. Mata with a free kick. This is the last chance. Matic at the back post against his former club. Courtois saves. The final whistle goes. I mean, you look at the stats, and we have been outplayed. For the first game this season, I would argue, we've been outplayed, and that is a shame. And I'm saying it wasn't good enough. We should have won that. Purely based on where Chelsea are in the league table. I just think it's a shame that we couldn't see that game through, and I don't want to blame the three at the back formation, although I'm going to, because I'm not going to blame myself, although I picked the three at the back formation. I think maybe that was the wrong thing to do against Chelsea, because they didn't seem to be pushing that many people forward to allow us to counter-attack them. But anyway, there we go. It's a disappointing episode where we've lost. It's a shame. Darmian's out for 3 to 5 days as well. Yeah, the fans love the football. That's really good. Thanks for letting me know that. But yeah, we'll leave it there, and we'll be back for possibly. I don't know how to play it. Oh yes, and we got PSG. We won our group quite comfortably, and we got the best team that finished runners-up in the Champions League, which was Paris Saint-Germain, which is very, very annoying. I think what we're going to do is we're going to come back for probably the Bournemouth game in the Carabao Cup, and then we'll do up until the end of deadline day, but I won't show the games. I'll just show them. I'll show either highlights, the goals, or just give you a recap of what happened. So I think that's what we're going to do, so then you can be here for the end of January transfer and we can recap everything that happens in the middle as well. So thank you very much for watching, guys. It's been a pleasure to have you with me. Leave a like if you're enjoying the series, and subscribe if you're new. It's getting a lot of good feedback. Hello again to all the new subscribers we've got. The count is going up a lot. It's really, really good. If you want to see anything else from me, all the stuff is below. I mean, it's directly below this picture on the outro screen. But in the description as well, there is my Twitch, my Twitter, and my Patreon account. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll chat to you all very, very soon. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.